friends, welcome back to the Solutionary School. You've just caught me. I'm starting to plant our garden. Do you have a garden at home? Well, we love growing fresh fruits and vegetables and herbs and flowers at our home. Now, we have a space outside that we also have garden beds, but if you don't have a space in your outside yard, you can plant inside, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Are you ready? Great! So, what I have here is a compostable pot that you can use. So these are great if you are planting inside and then you want to transplant them outside to your garden. But if you don't have a pot like this or a plastic pot, that's okay. There are many things around the house that you can use to plant fresh fruits and vegetables and herbs and flowers. One of those, and one of my favorites, is this strawberry plastic container. So this is where we received our strawberries in, and it's perfect because all you need to do is you fill it with your soil like I'm doing here. Okay, so you see how I put the soil in? Now what I like about these containers is that there's little slits on the bottom that that's really great for when you water the plants, so the soil doesn't get too wet. But also if you're planting in, say, late winter and it's too cold outside, these can be used as like mini greenhouses, just like that, to keep it nice and warm inside. Now, if you don't have one of these containers, I'm sure you could find a toilet paper roll or even a paper towel roll. So all you would need to do is just close up these ends here to make an end. Fill this with soil. Like this, and you'd plant your seeds inside. But today I thought we would use this container. So all you need to do to get started, you make it nice and even inside, and then I just use my finger to poke down where I want the seeds to go. Just like that. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I made little spaces in the soil. So now we're going to put our seeds inside. Now you can get seeds from a store, but I like to save my seeds from the year before. And do you know how I do it? Well, for example, with my lettuce, I harvest the lettuce, but some of the lettuce plants I let go to seed, meaning I can pick the little seed pods off and I can save them for next year. So for example, here are my lettuce seed pods that I saved. See how they're nice and fluffy inside? So now I can plant those. Also, I wanted to show you I have marigold seeds. You know what marigolds are? They're like the orange and yellow little ruffly flowers. So these are the seed pods that have many seeds inside. So I'll show you. So if you just pick up the top, see all those seeds? Isn't that great? We have so many plants. Then we also grew beans last year. So we have, hear that? Bean seeds as well that we got from our seed pods. So we are ready to plant some beans as well. So let's start with the lettuce. Lettuce is very easy to grow. So I'm going to find a little seed pod here. Okay, I found one. Perfect. So here you go. See it? See this little fluffy bit? That's the end of the seeds. I'm just going to take them out, and now I have all those seeds. See those little black seeds? Those are all lettuce seeds. Isn't that amazing? All right, now I have my seeds, and I can always get some more if I need them. Okay, I have a few more. Perfect. So I'm going to take my container, and I am going to put my little seed pot, my little seeds into each little hole that I made. Boop, boop. it's okay if I get more than one in the hole. Gardening is supposed to be fun. You don't have to be perfect. And hey, I don't even really know what I'm doing, so it's okay if you don't know how to garden either. It's just about putting seeds in some soil, giving them light and sunshine, giving them some water, and looking after them and seeing what happens. So now I have my seeds in the little holes. I'm going to cover them up with a little bit of soil. Do you know why we do that? Because we need to tuck them up like as we get into bed under the covers, nice and comfy. Cover them up. Goodbye. Good night, little seeds. Because they need to be covered in soil in order to grow. Okay, so they're all covered up. What's the next step? Does anybody know? We have to water them. That's right. So let's drip some water. Drip, 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 drip. So everybody gets a drink. Look at that. They're nice and ready. So now what I would do is I would find a very sunny spot in my home and put them on maybe a windowsill or a table near the window so that they get nice and a lot of sunlight. So there you go. You're ready to plant your lettuce. Now I also wanted to show you what other plants that we plan on planting this spring. We have spinach, yummy, yummy carrots. Oh, kale. Kale is so yummy and so good for you. And the plants are so big. Leeks. Ooh, and my favorite, sugar snap peas. And these peas grow up a trellis, so they'll be winding around, and I'll be able to show you that soon. Some other plants that we are going to plant, but waiting maybe more towards the summertime when it's a little warmer outside, is that we have wildflowers. Oh, the pollinators, like butterflies and bees, love pollinators. Oh, yummy tomatoes. Cucumbers. And sunflowers. Now, I have a very funny story to tell you about sunflowers. Last year, we planted a bunch of sunflowers, and we would get so excited because we'd watch them grow and grow and grow, and it would sprout up, the green leaves would come, but then we'd come home, they'd all be gone. We would try it again. We would plant our sunflower seeds, they would grow and grow and grow, and then they would disappear. And we didn't know what was happening. So one afternoon, we stood by the window and we looked at our plants and we watched and we watched and we watched. And do you know what we found out? We have a very hungry little squirrel that lives near us, and he was eating all of our sunflower plants. He was chomping on them and he loved them. And we just laughed because it was the funniest thing. So that's why it's important. When we grow a garden, we have to realize that the garden is for everybody. It's for our families, it's for our neighbors and friends, but it's also for the wildlife and for the little squirrels out there that love to eat garden food. Our friend, Mr. Squirrel, loved eating our strawberries and our lettuce and our tomatoes. So we make sure we grow a little extra for them because they love gardens too. I hope you found this helpful. I want to see pictures of your gardens and how you are growing your seeds. Be sure to send them to us, and we'll talk to you soon.